Okay.
Hi, I'm Wade.
And I'm Lorraine, and we are on the off-ramp.
And today we are doing something a little different. We're traveling in our car.
Yeah, we're on our way to where we keep our van. So between camping trips, of course, we can't keep our van in our condo parking lot. It's a little too long, especially when we got our bikes on it. And so we store it out on rural property just outside of our city of Winnipeg, Manitoba.
We have some very good friends that let us use their property. They have about 5 acres or so, and they let us park our van at their place in the summertime. And they're only about 15 minutes away from our condo, so it's somewhat handy.
So we are heading there today, not to load up the van as usual, pack it up and get ready for a camping trip, but we held our plans loosely and we stayed home. You want to know why? Keep watching. So this is our typical parking spot as we come to our rural place and load up our van. Wade's going to do some fixing.
We're making modifications to the van today.
I just want to get out of the truck. Here.
This is our version of modifications.
Yeah, we're doing a few little things to the van.
You want to show them the one we did on the back of the van?
Oh yeah, you got to see what happened at the back of the van. This was our first big expense for van modification, correct?
Yeah.
There we go. Can you read that? It's official. Once we put the sticker on, I know it's a little hard to see with the shade of the trees, but YouTube, you'll find us on the off-ramp. You know that already if you're watching.
All right.
Okay, and I'm also going to take off the bedding today and...
Oh, I guess most of the stuff was for the house, I guess.
Take that off to give it a wash for our next trip.
Oh, I guess this is all for the house.
I'll put it back in the vehicle.
I kept thinking there's more for the van, but... This is me making major modifications to our van. We just needed a broom holder with command strips.
Yeah, the broom is put up usually. We stick it behind Wade's seat. Put on a good curve or a good turn, that broom handle slides over and bops me in the head. So we think this command strip will save our marriage.
Now, where do we want to put it is the question. How high do we probably don't want it too high, hey?
There we are making our big decision on our modification.
Yeah, I think we're going to cut most of that out. Yeah. Okay, so these are rated to 4 pounds.
I don't think our broom is 4 pounds.
No, I think we'll be okay. That's the thing with being in a small van, small living space, you kind of need to find a little space for anything that you have, anything extra. So let's just try and make everything fit.
And then I think we actually have quite a few spaces that we haven't quite figured out how to use or how to, when we're going to go on a long vacation, exactly where we'll put stuff or how to use it. We're really looking closely at what cupboards we're never going into or not using, or there's stuff that we're not using that we've stored and probably could take out. So that's why it's good to kind of camp a bit and see how you use your RV or your van before you make a commitment to drag stuff on a long trip.
It says to wait an hour before putting anything in.
Oh well, then don't put it in yet. We'll do it when we drive next time. That'll save me from getting hit on the head with that broom handle.
That's going to work just fine. One more thing stored.
All right. The other thing we're going to do is some repairs on some of the doors that the latches are getting a little loose.
So the one thing with driving your home wherever you go is that the vibrations eventually start to loosen up some screws, and so we'll just tighten up a few of the screws.
We travel with these bins, and the bottom one is our black hose, our black tank bin. The middle one there, the middle blue one, is our water bin, and then the recycling bin holds our I guess those are leveling chalks. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, blocks or chalks.
Chalks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's kind of how we manage to have a storage space, since really the RV or this van doesn't have a lot. Or you've seen already what we put in the garage. So, and then there's another bin where we keep our shoes.
Okay, so our roof vent, the fan itself is not working, the exhaust fan is not working, and it's been leaking water lately, so we need to replace the roof vent. Actually, if you pass me the camera, I can take a picture of it here. Okay, this is the exhaust fan for the washroom, and from the inside it lifts up and then creates an exhaust area, but for some reason it started leaking water and the fan doesn't work any longer. So I've ordered a new one and it should be here early next week, and then I can replace this whole exhaust fan as well too. So that's a project that we're just kind of preparing for, and I'll close this all the way now. And the other thing I checked out too was the air conditioner, and I was checking the fins on there to make sure they're clean, and everything was clean on there, so the air conditioner should still be working just fine. It's been a smoky and dusty summer, so.
Well, this is one of our only weeks that we've actually stayed home. I think every week that we've gone camping, we've taken either the whole week or part of the week and hung out at campground. And so to be home for a whole week felt pretty good. But I am missing camping and looking forward to heading out to Hecla next week. We have, when we're home like this, we can get a lot done. And so today I decided to make sure I got all the bedding washed. Our bed needs to feel like a home bed in the van. For those of you who travel in your Sprinter vans or in your RVs, you know what that feels like, to just want to have a good bed and a good set of bedding. So today, got that taken care of. So why did we stay home? We had kids moving, we had bad weather, we had people coming from out of town. These are all good reasons that we ended up staying home. It's part of our choice to hold our plans loosely and just go, okay, let's just cancel the camping and stick around. So I'm going to show you what our house looks like, our condo looks like when we are kind of in between camping and getting ready to load up the van and go again. If you are curious about what we all do to load our van, we encourage you to check out this video, Packing for Camping. Had to think about the name of it. Yes, Packing for Camping. That video shows everything that we get into the van, and in there you will also see how we have done an IKEA hack for the bedding. So check that out. All right, here, let me show you our living room and our dining room here as we put everything kind of together and get it ready to put back in the van. So as we're getting ready to put the bedding back together and load up the van, you'll see that I've got the duvet cover lying there, the duvet, the pillowcases, the sheet, which you should notice from the video when we talked about loading the van out with our stuff. The sheet is a flat sheet which I've sewn Velcro onto. And that flat sheet goes onto this IKEA mattress cover. You know how hard it is to keep those sheets on the bed? Well, this mattress cover also has the Velcro, and so the reason I'm having everything hanging on chairs is to make sure it's completely dry before I pack it up. So, and then of course, the red wagon makes it into the house because that's where we load up all our stuff as I do some dishes, cleaning up some stuff, wash our towels. Even our laundry hamper becomes useful as we transition back home and transition back to the van. So all the tea towels and all of that get washed, and we just throw that back in here and ready to go on our next adventure. The cooler gets cleaned and it gets packed full of groceries. There's the bedspread. That bedspread is a twin from IKEA, and it covers the mattress perfectly. And that bedspread protects all the other items, all the other bedding from dirt. So we're ready to head off to, boy, I got to think about this. We're ready to head off to Hecla, one of my favorite places to go. Looking forward to a great week of camping again. So Wade's getting ready to he is making his famous chicken noodle soup to take to the family gathering. Actually, it's going to be turned into chicken tortilla soup, and we're going to have chicken noodle soup for lunch today. So, I know this hasn't got much to do with camping, but tell them about this hack, Wade.
This is a stupid hack.
No, No, it's not. It's great.
No, on my Google News feed, they say to keep your pot from boiling over when you're cooking pasta is to put a wooden spoon, or in this case, a wooden salad fork, put it across the top. It will not boil over. It works.
That is crazy. You know, how many of you have tried that? It's a great hack. So, anyway.
Nothing to do with camping. So, if you've enjoyed this video, we just ask that you subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear from you guys, so comment as well too, and like the videos.
Yeah, for those of us that do van life, we also come home every once in a while. So, we know that in our bigger plans of our life, we need to
hold our plans loosely.